Greetings,
Dream.
goddesses. Happy new moon. Happy new moon to all the goddesses.
Keep on dreaming.
I just want to come on and talk a little bit today about the new moon. So join me. Oh, yay. Black Hummingbird Keita May is here. Hey, Queen. Oh, Instagram. We got to get Instagram going.
Dream.
All righty. We got Instagram. How y'all doing out there? Instagram. Yes, new moon. I'm so excited.
Keep on dreaming.
Keep on dreaming, y'all. I want to make sure I give
Dream.
credit to Jay of Liberate and
Dream.
Ceremony. Where's my little, oh, I'm on the wrong page.
Dream.
Hello, we're going to talk about the new moon.
Keep
Come on in.
dreaming. Dream.
Keep on dreaming, goddesses. We have to. We can't give up. We have to keep dreaming, okay? All righty, let me take this down. One more time.
Keep on dreaming.
Okay, Jay, we're going to keep dreaming.
Dream.
Hello, everybody. I am Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, your sister friend, and I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. And we're here for the new moon. So yeah, y'all come on in. We're going to go on ahead and talk a little bit about the new moon. Today, the new moon is in Sagittarius. And, oh, wait a minute, it's still playing. Can y'all hear that? I thought I stopped it. Let me see here.
Dream.
Oh, I did the wrong. I kept wondering why the sound wasn't going down. We have 2 volumes on here. There we go. There we go.
Keep on dreaming.
We have a sound effects section. And so I was moving the wrong sound, using the wrong sound handle. But yeah, we have this new moon in Sagittarius, and I want to come on and talk a little bit about that and share a little bit of wisdom. And I did I'll have to put that in the description box, but I did and if you're on Instagram, first of all, hello, but you'll have to come to YouTube to find the other video. It's gonna be at Tyra Omilade here on YouTube. But I talk about the full moon extensively. This is not gonna be that because I've already talked about the full moon. I mean, new moon in Sagittarius. So be sure to check out that video. Also, there's a video that I made and I forgot to post. It's about the goddess of this new moon, and that goddess is Ma'at. And I think Ma'at is just she is the embodiment of Sagittarius. Her energy matches Sagittarius and Jupiter, which is the planet that rules Sagittarius. And so in that video, I share a little bit about Ma'at. It's uploading right now. I will definitely you know, make it public just as soon as it finishes uploading. And I actually will link that one in the description box on this video also. But definitely want to just bring up my art a little bit. And there was a law that I was talking about because Sagittarius, it has to do with divine law. And I want to talk a little bit about what I was discussing in that video. And because I want you to have something tangible to work with over the next year. We definitely want to be at least going out a year with this moon and this new moon's intentions. We want to be taking this thing out into the future. If you want to go out 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, if you can get that kind of vision for yourself, that's great. But this is a great time to start setting that vision for 2026. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. I'm happy to be live here today. Hey again, Queen. Good. Okay, I'm glad y'all can hear. Oh my gosh, happy birthday to is that Ishel? Ishel. I love that name if I'm saying it correctly. Happy birthday, Queen. Happy birthday. Let's see, did they give me any birthday anything? Well, I have this for you. For Ishel, everybody join me. Woohoo! Happy birthday. Ishel, I have to tell you something. Did y'all hear that applause? I hope y'all did. I thought I heard it, but anywho, whenever you have a new moon birthday, expect Lots of new beginnings, wild, you know, wild new beginnings. Just be ready. Something new is on the horizon. Your life is going to look very different. You may already kind of see and sense what that's going to be, but that is something I always like to say whenever I come on my live streams and someone is like, I'm having a new moon birthday. I'm like, girl, get ready because you're about to manifest some big new beginnings. It's a gift to get that new moon birthday, even though, it's like you gotta be ready, you gotta be ready, but if there's any good new moon to have a birthday on, it's a Sag new moon, baby. So happy birthday to you. Hello, how are you, big sis Felicia? How are you, queen? Yes, happy be Earth Day, Earth Goddess Eshel from Kita. So, yeah, today is the new moon in Sagittarius. Be sure to write your intentions down on a piece of paper. I don't know why I don't commit this to memory, but there's science behind the physical writing of the intentions. Now, I do believe put it somewhere digitally because if you're like me, I think I'm undiagnosed ADHD. You may not remember exactly where you put put that notebook where you wrote it down in if it's not just in one place. But so yeah, have that digital footprint or not footprint, but that digital copy of it. But the first way you want to write your intentions down is using pen and paper, pencil and paper, baby crayon, okay? A color marker. I don't care. Do it physically. And it commits it to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is really having to go through all of the like, okay, write the letter this way, and she wants to say what, and but it's magical. It's magical. Okay. So make sure that you do that. Let's see here. What else do I want to tell y'all? Um, hence why I have so many books. Exactly. And Sagittarius is abundance, it's growth, it's expansion, and so it's a really good way to help you to uh it brings that energy into your intentions. Like every time we have a new moon in Sagittarius, it's going to bring in the energy of Sag, of abundance, hope, optimism, growth, expansion. And baby, you know what? Sagittarius is good fortune. Okay. Good fortune. So open yourself up to some good fortune and, light that candle. I believe in bringing that fire into every new moon ceremony. Light a candle if you can, light that candle and, open yourself up because there's a little bit of this new moon that is sort of like, hey, there's this you'll be spirit guided in so many ways. And if you listen, it'll be like step by step by step. All the steps that you need to take, they will be revealed to you. And this is how we begin to get ourselves aligned with our goals where they manifest more easily. Though you've got to have a plan with this new moon and you will have to do some hard work. There are some hard steps that you will need to take, okay? But yeah, I shall. Okay, I shall. I shall. There you go. Shall. Yes. I shall. I just got to say it correctly because that's so important to me. Happy birthday, I shall. So, okay, let's see here. I love how you gave me the eye to let me know. Let's see here. So we're doing that. Oh, and you can see y'all have on my orange. I even have on, well, I kind of put a little brown on it because that orange lipstick, it is popping. Okay. I can wear orange, but that orange lipstick is really out there. But anywho, put on some orange or what inspires you. Put on some colors that inspire you. And what else do I want to tell you? Dance, sing, have a good time. Maybe if there's some other culture you like looking at, engage yourself in that culture. Read a book that's about philosophy, higher wisdom, something that helps you to grow and expand. and you want to work with the laws of the universe. So let me just tell y'all. So I chose Ma'at to be the goddess of this particular new moon. We know that Ma'at is out of uh, Egypt or Kemet, and she is the divine law. She has to do with the laws of the universe. She has to do with the vision. She has to do with the big picture. And so this is why I want you all to work with my eye. Now I talk more about that in that other video where I'm walking. You'll see the video once I'm done. But it is so important. First of all, let me say it this way, because we are a community of goddesses and we acknowledge the divine feminine energy and power of the world. It is important for you to tap into your own inner Ma'at. Okay. It's important for you to tap into your inner Ma'at. She is wisdom. Ma'at is the kind of wisdom. First of all, she is like the wisdom in a courtroom, a court of law, a judge. Okay. And so it's like wisdom on top of wisdom. And that is something that is so important when we're working with Sagittarius. How can we allow ourselves to be guided by wisdom? And part of the way we do that is we understand the laws of the universe. And I think that there are different ways of explaining these laws of the universe. There's, I have a whole class that I put together, and I need to upload it in case anybody ever wants to buy it. But I have an entire class on the laws of the universe and, 12 laws of the universe, 7 laws of the universe, different ways of saying it. But in some of the modern ways of teaching it, I have found just very simple ways of explaining these laws of the universe. And so I want to go over one of those today. So to work with the goddess Ma'at, one of the things that we want to do is to connect ourselves to the laws of the universe. And I just want to talk about what I have learned about them from the Ho'oponopono tradition, which is an ancient tradition out of the Hawaiian people, from the Hawaiian people. And it was made modern by a woman named Morna, who is from Hawaii. I don't know which island, but I do know she is from Hawaii. And she taught her student, Dr. Hulin, who is from Hawaii, and he has taught these to other people. I found Dr. Lin through Hugh Lin through Joe Vitale. I always like making sure I'm giving credit, especially for this indigenous wisdom that has been, to a certain degree, shuffled off to the side. So that's why I took that time to go through it because I want people to know Morna is the one who made this modern, that anybody could use it. She taught it to everybody. Okay, so Dr. Hulin says that there's 2 laws of the universe, and we're gonna look at those laws today. Keita May says, "My daughter's middle name is similar to" similar to Ishel? Ishiel, excuse me, Ishiel. Nice. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's nice. Okay, so let me find my my slide. Okay. So, first of all, what is Ho'oponopono? It's a clearing technique, and Ho'oponopono means to make right twice. So when you're out of alignment with somebody, or if there's a situation that is out of alignment in the past or in the ancient form of this, it would be people out of alignment with one another. And so Ho'oponopono was done to help bring alignment. And see, Ma'at is all about balance. Even though Sagittarius, even Ma'at, they are about the increase. But there is this energy of balance. It's kind of like, how do you experience this increase, but in a way that allows you to maintain balance? And or the increase is what is bringing in the balance, because she has to do with the scales, and so it's all about how do we get things in balance. And another thing about my aunt is, um, checks to see, is your heart as light as a feather? And see, that's what Ho'oponopono is designed to do, help us to have that heart that is as light as a feather, where we are at peace with other people, where we um we 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 we're not carrying a whole bunch of extra stuff. And that's what I love about Ho'oponopono. It's like, yes, my aunt is saying this, but how am I supposed to do this, my aunt? How am I supposed to bring in that balance? And, my aunt in Sagittarius is all about forgiveness and perspective. And when we forgive and when we have perspective, what ends up happening is we are in balance. Our heart becomes as light as a feather. Okay. So Dr. Hu Lin taught that Ho'oponopono clears memories that we have acquired from living. And so that's that baggage. So here we are out of balance. We're thinking about my eye scales, and that's from all that baggage, all of those memories. Where are the memories? Where are they on our subconscious mind? Our subconscious mind has a perfect memory. Whether we remember consciously or not, there are some things that are there and they're weighing us down. One of the things Dr. Hulin teaches is, or taught, because he's an ancestor now, is that the just by the virtue of being born, you already got memory attached. And we know that our ancestral memory is handed down to us. And it could be something positive, it could be something negative. And so that ancestral memory is handed to us. And we're just loaded up as soon as we come out that womb. Okay. So these memories shape our experiences and cover our truth, which is connection to the great divine, by whatever name you call it. I love saying the great divine, the universe, the great mother is all one and the same to me. And so essentially, what ends up happening because of all of the memories that we're carrying around with us, and it's all the things that happen to us, um, all the experiences, all of the teachings. Sagittarius has to do with the belief system. So it's all this belief system that has been handed to us. Either it's going to weigh us down, block us from being more expansive is a lot of times what happens. And then we have to grow up and, get it more in balance. That prevents us from connecting to the great divine consciousness. And so how do we clear that? Now, I want you to understand Ho'oponopono is for anything and everything. One of the things that we talk about that is when if somebody comes to me and they have a problem, Ho'oponopono teaches, because that person came to me, I have something to do with it, whether I consciously know this or not. And the number one thing, this was Dr. Hu Lin's thing, the number one thing to do when we find ourselves in these situations is say the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. That's the order I say it in. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And essentially, that becomes, do I have an eraser? I don't have an eraser. That becomes an eraser. That becomes an eraser. And you start erasing those memories. And we do so objectively. We don't clear memories, with the intention of making anything happen. Because the number one thing that we want to do is to connect with the consciousness of the great divine, the great divine energy, and get our mind aligned with the mind of the divine. That is the number one thing that this particular teaching and technique teaches. And so Ho'oponopono is designed to do that. And so what Dr. Hu Lin says is there are only two laws. You're either living in memory or you're living according to the law of inspiration. You're living in memory or you're living in inspiration. So when we're in operating according to the law of memory, then you're operating from your memories. And that's why we need to do the Ho'oponopono. And you just can do it. Like every morning I wake up and I say the Ho'oponopono prayer. Sometimes, and I talked about this in my video, sometimes when you don't exactly know what to do, this is a really good prayer. And again, it's never to get any particular outcome. It's just, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And just stay as neutral as you can. And essentially, what we want to do, and this is something that his student Joe Vitale came up with, is to get to zero, or maybe Hulan came up with it, but Joe Vitale wrote the book. We want to get to zero. And when we get to zero, essentially, we're just clear. We're just here. And we're waiting to get inspiration to know the next steps to take from the divine. And that's when we begin to get into the law of inspiration, where you're operating from divine guidance and inspiration. And my thing is this, it's not about perfection. It's not like, well, I'm gonna always be in this law of divine inspiration and all of that. Nope. Some days we're going to be operating according to memory because we're human. And the goal is just to notice when that happens, say the Ho'oponopono prayer, which then begins to act like this eraser and just erase and erase and erase and erase. And then we open ourselves up to what is what is the divine? What is the great mother asking us to do? And this moon is saying, have the courage to do it and do it. Period. Full stop. You've got to take those steps. It's like I don't know exactly how this goes, but it's like if the universe is taking one step toward me, I got to take at least one step towards the universe too. The universe, the universal energy, the power of the universe, the omnipotence and the omniscience of the universe cannot manifest if we don't allow it to manifest through us. We have to allow it, right? So this is what I want you to take with you through this next year, because trying to remember 12 laws of the universe sometimes can be challenging. I do encourage you to study those laws, because this is what my aunt teaches. When we live according to the laws of the universe, life is easier. Life is so much easier. So, but you can always ask yourself, okay, am I in memory right now, or am I in inspiration? You can always ask yourself, am I operating according to memory? A lot of times when we're operating according to memory, and sure some of y'all can relate. Hey, Margot, how are you, Queen Onara? When we are operating according to memory, then what ends up happening is we feel fearful. We start doing things that are based on maybe survival, and it's like we get ourselves in a jam, or we make the problem worse than it was prior to. We don't take any action. We're frozen. We are procrastinating. We're delaying things. Okay, and that's what happens with memory. And then I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And then we wait and we listen. What Because let me tell you, Sagittarius is inspiration. At this new moon, I want you to see, what are you being inspired to do, because more than likely you'll be working on that for the next year. Wait for that inspiration. And we have to have a trust in life, a trust in the universe, the great mother, that I can do this. Everything is going to work out. If I pause and wait to see what's going to happen, I don't need to be fearing anything. Everything is working in my favor. You'll see that that's how it happens for you. Okay. So, Ho'oponopono, two laws: law of memory, where you're operating according to your conditionings, to things that have happened in the past, to perhaps, some type of limited belief system or limiting teachings that you've received. So, are you operating according to the law of memory, or are you operating according to the law of inspiration, where you are so clear that all you have to do is sit and listen, and then you're going to take that inspired action? Okay, let me somebody has a question. Could we look at the memory aspect as triggers to decipher? I think so. I think that's a really good way of looking at it, Keita May. The memory aspect as triggers to decipher. I'm preparing to talk to the SAI spiritual aspirants who they went through my spiritual aspirant initiation, um, to talk to you all about going through the priestess initiation. And as I have been preparing, I have to go through the initiation too. So I came to the realization that one of the number one things anybody who is stepping into leadership in general, but for sure spiritual leadership needs to do is address their triggers. It's very important because you're going to get triggered so much. It's just so much like, wow, I can't even begin to express it. But when you understand the beauty of the trigger is actually letting you know, wait a minute, somewhere, somehow, I have a limiting belief. There's something here. There's something going on, especially when you know it's that type of trigger where you're like, this should not even be upsetting me. Why am I so upset with whatever the situation is, right? Um, it's something, I'm gonna use your word, it's something to decipher. Yeah. And as soon as you can decipher it and erase it, then what begins to happen is you'll find yourself over in the um area of inspiration. Yes, the triggers let you know you need to tighten up. I like that. We talk alike. Tighten up. I'm thinking about Samuel Jackson. I think that's what he said in the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. But anywho, yes. So new moon in Sag, work with the goddess Ma'at. Watch the video that I will talk a little bit more about Ma'at in that video. Two laws: the law of memory and the law of inspiration. Ask yourself, which one am I operating from that, in this moment? And one way of knowing, circling back to Keita May, is you feel triggered in some kind of way. That is like, whoo, I feel triggered. It's letting me know, you know? Especially when we start thinking, because sometimes we're gonna feel triggered because it's like, oh yeah, this is triggering me because this is something's not right here. That's good. I'm not saying get rid of triggers. I'm just saying, as Keita May said, there's something to decipher here. And if I decipher that my trigger is letting me know, yeah, something's not right here, good thing. Okay. Because we're designed to survive. But if it's like, I shouldn't be upset about this. Why am I upset at this situation? Then that's when it's like, okay, I'm in the law of memory right now. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And a lot of times, what will end up happening is once we start doing the Ho'oponopono prayer, then number one, we might get that clarity so that we can actually see what is that thing that I'm trying to decipher and like what are the next steps? Because sometimes we're feeling triggered about something that is actually really deeply embedded. And it might take, oh, my divine inspired action is to go get a reading, is to go work with a healer. Okay. It could be that. Getting clear in that place of inspiration doesn't mean I'm automatically healed, but I can see what is the next step I need to take. That's what we're actually aiming for. So, very good. Okay, happy new moon. Thank y'all so much. I'm happy to be here with everybody. I'll be coming back regularly again. I kind of had just gotten into a little bit of a place where I thought, is what I'm doing like, does this make sense? Is it working? Do people care? YouTube is one of the ways that you could beat somebody's confidence down, or social media in general. You want to beat somebody's confidence. I refuse to go on TikTok. I refuse. It's not for me. I don't want to be on TikTok. I don't care how many people I can get. to follow me there. But let's talk about a trigger really quickly before I get off. What I'm learning, or what I have come to the realization of, because I like to share my truth and my journey with y'all, is the only thing that matters for me is that I am doing the work of the great mother. And there I have a lot of skills, a lot of gifts, a lot of talents. And, in this modern day world, it's so much about how much can I package up what I know, what I'm good at, and sell it, right? And it's never actually really been about that for me. But in order to really have a viable business, you've got to have business skills. So I had to go through learning all of that. But I'm just swinging back to my love for the great mother, and my love for the great mother translating into this mission that I have to share her wisdom with women so that we can remember our power, our might, our wonder, our greatness, and remember her and live happier, more balanced lives. That's one thing I can tell anybody. My life is better since I stepped onto this path of working with, being a part of a goddess tradition. And I just wouldn't want it to be any other way. And it is my hope that I am just one of many women who are talking about the goddess that will eventually create enough momentum that it just becomes more common for people to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a goddess devotee. Did y'all know, songs on the radio about the goddess?" And yeah, just my love for the great mother and my guides, the ancient mothers, and what I know, the power that lies in them. I want everyone to have it. So it's just been a little bit of a shift, and it's kind of like I'm coming back live. Oh, last thing I'll say is I like creating videos and uploading them to YouTube. Again, I started this channel in 2011 before there was monetization and stuff like that because I wanted to put it in a place where I thought, "Oh, I think YouTube is gonna be around for a while," and share what I know so that people don't have to work as hard as I've had to learn things. And the people came before me, they've had to learn. It was harder for them. It's been easier for me. Um, and so yeah, I like doing that and logging things here and hoping and praying that YouTube stays around long enough that my descendants, your descendants, if they need this, they can come and find it. But there's nothing like going live. I love going live. It feels weird because I've gone live for so long. It feels weird when I don't go live. So I'll be back regularly. Happy new moon, beautiful goddess. Happy new moon. Oh, thank you so much, Soul Inspired Femi 9888. Thank you so much. We do care. Your energy and wisdom are needed. I really appreciate you saying that. Because I really and truly have to just remind myself that sometimes I just have to show up. It doesn't matter, if people watch, don't watch, comment, don't comment. I have to put myself in this understanding. And this is what has come through this, last few months when I wasn't going live. That ultimately the only thing that I can really keep my mind focused on is just like this was the great commission given to me. So thank you for saying that. I really appreciate you. I really do. Oh, thank you. Great vision for the future. Yes. And you are medicine. Oh, thank you. Yes. It's interesting. This music that I've been listening to, and I'm gonna post I had gone live and I took the video down. Well, it's unlisted, so if you got the notification, you can watch me dancing to the music. But, inside the goddess community today, I am gonna post that video, where it's my mix, but I listen. Well, actually, it's the music created by J, just the letter J, of the Liberate Ceremony app, and, when I'm listening to this music, I just get so lost in thinking about the Great Mother and how much I love the goddess, the Great Mother, and the ancient mothers. And I always get taken back to this memory. I went through this, um, I guess you could say a healing experience. Felicia, this is the one at Ia's house that I'm talking about. And when I came out of that, it's called an igniter. When I came out of it, every woman I looked at, I was like, I see the goddess. I see her. And um, yeah, that's what I think as I listen and I think about the Great Mother. I'm just like, there's so many goddesses around here. I love all the goddesses in my community and, the wisdom that you all carry. I think it feels almost like robbery. Like for those of us who descend from Africans who were trafficked during the slave trade, we feel so robbed of our ancestry and our culture. Those new Africans, those of us who've remade ourselves wherever in the diaspora. But and that's kind of how it feels. It feels like robbery that so many of us know the wisdom of the mother so suppressed that it's just deep inside of us. There are some traditions that still remember, but I still look at them and I'm like, there's something about it that's still like, I can tell patriarchy touched it. Um, but the message that keeps coming to me is the wisdom of the mother is only fully going to be known, her teachings, through logging what is coming through each woman who is here, who is sharing wisdom. And I don't know, do I have my book? I have a book that I wrote. I think it's in the other room. I didn't write this book. It's a quote book that I compiled, and it's just a book of quotes by women. There are some that are from the universe, and it's like when we say these wise things, I teach the women in, the spiritual aspirant initiation to keep a commonplace book. And I'm so proud because there's this man who I like to listen to because I love stoicism, and, he released a book recently talking about, Wisdom Takes Work. That's the name of it, by Ryan Holiday. And in the book, he talks about how Stoics kept what is called a commonplace book. And so the last group that went through the spiritual aspirant initiation, I was sitting around trying to figure out, I don't want to call it a grimoire because it's not exactly a grimoire, but one day just I didn't even know what a commonplace book was. This video was on my screen, commonplace book. And I was like, okay, let me check this out. So, commonplace book. You can go get a big journal and you write down wisdom that you hear from other people, maybe things that come to you, lessons that you've learned. You put them in your commonplace book, and pretty much it becomes like your own personal book of wisdom. That's something that you may want to commit to actually with this moon. And it becomes so my friend Shannon, she talked about how she has her grandma's grimoire. And I'm like, that is fire. So we keep this and it then becomes what you hand down to that next generation. And I just think that some of us are here to compile this wisdom. Abiola is one of them. I can't think of her last name, but she created the African Goddess Rising deck. And I'm telling y'all, she has this big guidebook that goes with it. I highly recommend that you get that book to go with the oracle deck because she has ritual. She has more details about that goddess in the book. One of them is missing. One of them is missing. But anywho, most of them are in that book. And it's like we got to compile it and put it in one place, and then it becomes a way for the goddess's memory to come back into ours. And it's like we're bringing her energy back online, and that's what I'm here to do. But I also know part of that is through you, through you. And so it just gets me excited. Julio Rivera, hello. I wonder if this is who I think it is. I'm not gonna say nothing. If it's you, let me know. But anywho, that's what I'm here to do. And I'm happy to come back and go live and chat with you all and connect with you all. And if you're on my email list, please come into the goddess community because I do share in there and post. It's sort of like that's where I've been since I wasn't here. I was like, well, I'll just, hang out in my group, which I should do anyway. But thank y'all so much. We're going to go out with a little music because maybe the person who created it is here. But anywho, I love you all so much. Happy new moon. May the blessings of the goddess and the ancestors be upon you and yours now and always. All right, y'all. Make it a great new moon. Write it down. Watch ish happen. And remember, dream. Okay. It's you. It's you. Hello, alienated Cornea, excuse me. Alienated Cornea, I love that.
Keep on
Julio
dreaming.
Rivera. Hello, Julio. How are you?
Dream.
Dream, y'all. Listen to what Jay is telling
Dream.
you. What? Yeah.
Dream.
Keep on dreaming.
Keep on dreaming. Dream.
Yes, hit that like button.
Dream.
I'm so happy to be back live. Woohoo! Woohoo! Feels so good.
Keep on dreaming.
Yes, happy new moon dreamers. I love that. I feel.
Dream.
Come on. Come on. Oh, well, let me put
Dream.
look them up.
Keep on dreaming.
I'll make sure I add details in the description box. It's coming back, y'all. We're not done. I gotta look at y'all.
Dream.
I gotta look at y'all. No, here.
Dream.
Are you dancing, Felicia?
Dream.
Yes.
Keep on dreaming.
Music by Jay. I can drop the music here.
Dream. Dream.
Let me find it.
Dream.
Come on, y'all, write those intentions down.
Keep on dreaming. Dream.
I'm gonna try to find it, y'all.
Dream.
I'll put the link. I'll find it. I'll put it in the description box once I'm done.
Keep on dreaming. Dream. Dream.
Y'all gotta go to the website and find. You gotta go listen to his music, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Keep on
Keep
dreaming.
on dreaming.
Dream. Dream.
This is him,
Dream.
Julio. This is who made this music.
Keep on dreaming.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna head off because I'm gonna go get ready, get some stuff done for today. I love y'all. Have a wonderful new moon.
Dream.
Okay? I gotta get some more of his music uploaded so
Dream.
I can go between all the songs.
Dream.
Instagram, if you're here.
Keep
Hey.
on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. Dream. 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 Keep on dreaming. Dream. Dream. Keep on dreaming. Dream. 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 Keep on dreaming.